Welcome to my channel. Don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's hard to keep track of everything Jim, Bob and Michelle's 19 kids are up to. But Jessa DUGGAR is one of the adult Duggar kids who provides her social media followers with tons of information about her kids, her marriage, and her home life. While she started a YouTube channel to give her followers even more insight into what's going on, her Instagram is really where she thrives. And her photos and videos of her daughter, Ivy, are absolutely adorable. Some of Jessa's followers noticed something unusual in her Instagram video of Ivy, though. It seems the busy mother of three might be giving her son's hand-me-downs to her daughter. Here is why that might be a controversial Duggar move. The Duggars grew up with an ultra-strict dress code. When Jim, Bob and Michelle first thrust their kids into the spotlight, their dress code started plenty of conversation. The women and young girls had to wear long skirts that hit below the knee and tops that covered the shoulders and chest. We avoid low-cut, cleavage showing, gaping, or bare shoulder tops, and when needed, we wear an undershirt, some of the Duggar daughters wrote in Growing Up Duggar. We try to make it a habit to always cover the top of our shirt with our hand when we bend over. We don't want to play the peekaboo game with our neckline. However, now that many of Jim, Bob and Michelle's kids are married, they're breaking away from these rules. We've seen Jill rocking pants and Ginger wearing plenty of stylish clothing since her move to Los Angeles. But Jessa still seems to dress very modestly, and it's clear she prefers skirts to pants. Jessa DUGGAR uses many money-saving tactics she learned as a child. Not only did the Duggars abide by a dress code, but they also informed their fans of their tight budget. Raising 19 kids wasn't easy for Jim, Bob and Michelle, so they were forced to cut corners whenever possible. And it looks like Jessa is using many of the money-saving tactics she learned as a child with her own family. Jessa's told her followers in the past that her kids don't have a ton of clothing, and the clothes they do have come from consignment shops. Most of my kids' clothing comes from kids' consignment sales, something like Rihanna's. I will make a checklist ahead of time of everything I need and then when I go I try to stick to that list, she noted via Instagram. This goes right along with her family's buy used and save the difference mantra they grew up with. There were many episodes of 19 Kids and Counting that showed Jessa searching for the best possible clothing deals with her sisters. Her followers noticed she's dressing her infant daughter in her son's clothing. It looks like Jessa's thrifty attitude is now extending to her daughter's clothing. There's no doubt Jessa's accepted hand-me-downs from her siblings who also have young daughters. But her followers noticed she's dressing Ivy in her son's old clothing. Honestly surprised Blessed dresses Ivy in her brother's hand-me-downs, and Nobo, a Reddit user noted regarding a video of Ivy holding a toy doll. Others think Jessa doesn't have any other option. I'm not willing to give Jessa too much credit for dressing Ivy in her older brother's clothes, when the reason may well be that she and Ben don't have, or apparently want, jobs, another user added. With that many kids, it just wouldn't make sense for her to not let Ivy wear the boys' hand-me-downs, another wrote. Especially if she's going to have more kids after Ivy. I'm curious if Jessa will let Ivy wear pants as she gets older. We'll have to wait and see if Jessa raises Ivy to be more modern than how she grew up. We're sure we'll get more updates via social media.